Hi everyone! Thank you for supporting our channel all the time. We are so happy to see you all having fun watching our channel. We have started membership from this December to make us easy to connect with all the fans we love. You can take a look at the details from the descriptions on the video.
So please, check it out!
We would like to create more fantastic and funny videos and channels with you all, so we are waiting for your participation. Hope you like today's video as well. My name is Miran. I'm in college, but lately, I don't have the strength to keep living. I wonder why things turned out like this. Before I knew it, I started to feel empty inside. I was blessed with good looks since I was born, and I worked as a model since I was in elementary school. So I was popular with boys and girls alike, and never had much trouble. In high school and college, I had many friends, and I was also happily in love, dating a handsome older man. But he was arrested for embezzling funds from his company.
I heard they used that money to go on a vacation overseas. Does that mean Miran knew about it? Whoa, what an awful woman.
I always thought she was bad news. I know. Maybe the one who encouraged him to embezzle was Miran herself. But I didn't know. I knew that he had been doing well recently, but I was the most shocked of all when I found out what he was doing. I was never a fan of flashy things, so I was honestly upset at how he had been spending money recently. I didn't even want to go on that vacation overseas either. But he was so pushy about it. I ended up going with him. But still, when he was arrested, this is what he said.
I did it because I needed the money to impress my girlfriend. Otherwise, I was afraid she would break up with me.
You committed a crime. All for me? I wouldn't have wanted you to do that. All of my friends at the university treated me like an accomplice. Nobody treated me like they did before. Not a single person defended me. I guess everyone had some sort of problem with me to begin with. I'm such an idiot. I couldn't even realize that myself. I just don't understand any of it. What should I have done? I'm done with it. All of it.
Hold on a second!
Huh? What's wrong with this ugly person? Please, let me go.
If I let you go, are you going to give up on life again?
What does that have to do with you?
You can't! Are you really okay with passing on before you know how Senpiece ends?
Huh?
Senpiece! The globally famous bandit manga! It's been serialized since 1997, and Ejiro-sensei says he's going to write an ending that nobody will ever predict, you know? Do you really not care?
Well, no, I've never read Senpiece before.
Then, what about Eki Zero? Are you curious about starting from zero profits in another world? Don't you want to know how it ends?
That's... Maybe I'm a little curious. But I waited for it to end who knows how many years.
What were you following? Web novel? Light novel? Manga? Maybe the anime?
It was the anime.
Then in that case, you should read until the latest light novel. Let's go right now, to the bookstore.
Huh? I was supposed to give up on living. How did this happen?
Oh, are you hungry? Have you ever had ramen at Neka-Okate?
No, I haven't though. Ramen, it's fattening, so I don't.
Then let's get going. It's too early to give up on living if you haven't had the ramen yet.
What's with this guy? Ramen. It's really been a long time since I had it. I thought it would hurt my modeling career, so I gave up on it. Though, it's good.
Have you ever been to an aquarium at night?
No, I haven't though.
I know an aquarium that does those events for a limited time. You need a reservation, but let's visit sometime.
Well,
Have you tried all the flavors of ice cream at 48 before?
No, I haven't.
Then let's go try them.
No, I'm already so full today.
We can do it over several days. Let's give it a try.
The man whose name I still don't know gave me many suggestions. Places nearby that I had never eaten at. Movies I had heard about but never seen. Places I was interested in going but had never been to. As I listened to his stories, gradually that empty part of me was starting to fill. I just want to pass on from this world already. So, please, you don't need to do anymore.
Now, if you're that ready, you can go whenever you want. But for now, come read Eki Zero at my place. Wouldn't it be fine after you did that?
What a weird person. But he's right. I'm already prepared for it, so nothing really matters. Halfway to desperation, I followed the man to his house. I thought he would do something to me, but he locked himself in a room and said he would do some work. I just kept reading and reading, and then I fell asleep. In the morning, the man had prepared breakfast. It was a comforting taste, and when I had calmed down, I asked him an important question. Why did you save me?
Because it would be a waste. Even though the world is filled with so many fun things, to pass on before getting to know them.
You are really a lucky person. To think that the world is a fun place. I can't bring myself to think like that at all. I had told the man about that incident and my life so far.
So that's what happened. That must have been awful.
I wish I had never been born looking like this. If I were ugly, I wonder if I never would have had to suffer like this.
You said that I'm a lucky person, but do you think I've been able to live freely with this appearance?
Huh?
The opposite. It was nothing but an inconvenience. That was why, just like you the other day, I had given up on life. But I was stopped by an older man who was passing by. Then he took me to a manga cafe and told me that if I was going to do something like that, I should read everything there first. That was the first time I read Senpiece.
What an amazing person.
Yes, he really was. I got stubborn about it and tried to read everything, and the old man paid for all the time I spent there. When 3 months had passed, I was curious about how the manga I was reading would end, so I stopped giving up. I wanted to thank him for his help, but I don't need thanks. If you really want to do something for me, go help someone who needs it the next time you see one. Thinking back now, that old man was probably saved by somebody else in the past as well.
Afterwards, we introduced ourselves properly. The man's name was Akira-san. He's 4 years older and works from home as a programmer. He would never try to confirm if I wanted to live on his own. He would just make new suggestions to me every day. All the books and manga I was interested in, he bought for me. He watched movies together with me. There were more things to look forward to as well. More books to read and more movies to watch. When we went out to eat, he would talk about what we would try the next time we came. Akira-san would always talk about the future. One time I asked Akira-san something that had occurred to me. Akira-san, why do you always have so many things you want to do?
Well, if there was a system that would let you reincarnate, I wouldn't want to. I want to finish everything in this one life, so I want to do everything that I can. Even if you don't want to pass on, you might be sent over tomorrow without knowing it after all. And since I don't know if I have time or not, every day is busy.
Akira-san,
What is it?
I have something that I want to do.
Oh? What is it? What should we do next?
I want to get married with you.
Huh?
I want to marry you. And if possible, I want to try raising children. And then worry about our children together, argue sometimes, and make up. And I want to grow old with you while we do that, and spend our lives together.
Well, I'm, happy to hear that, but I look like this, right? If someone as beautiful as you marries someone like me, people will talk about it, right?
When I think about how we only have one life, I start to think that it's best to marry the person you love without worrying about other people.
That is true. I can't disagree.
I'm in love with you, Akira-san. I'm sure that there's nobody else that I could love this much.
Yeah, me too. I feel the same way. I'm in love with you, Miran-san.
After deciding to marry Akira-san, I contacted my parents for the first time in a long while. They knew that my ex-boyfriend had been arrested, and they were very worried. And when I suddenly said that I was getting married, they were really confused. It took a whole day to bring Akira-san to my parents' house and explain everything. At the end, they understood, and were actually grateful to him. It's already been 50 years. Our children are now parents, and we're a grandma and grandpa. But finding fun things to do each day hasn't changed at all. Akira-san, in the past you said if there was a system that let you reincarnate, you wouldn't. That you would just try to do everything in that one life. Do you remember?
Oh, I did say that.
I'd been thinking that even if I could live another life, I would want to spend it with you. But what should I do?
You've got me there. Actually, lately I've been thinking the same thing.